Good morning, BHS. I'm Kennedy.
I'm Jack.
And these are your morning announcements. Here's the pledge.
May everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you're looking for a last-minute Christmas gift for yourself, there's still time to join the New York City trip. See Ms. Procharka and Mr. Grimsley for more info.
There will be a student dodgeball tournament tomorrow. Dodgeball signups will continue in order to create teams today at lunchtime. After lunches this Thursday, on the 15th, in the show gym, students that are passing all classes and have no OSSs can play. Students that do not have an exam to make up and pay $1 can come to see it.
Sign-ups for those that are eligible, again, no out-of-school suspensions and passing all classes, will be at lunch starting today. There will be a music rehearsal today and tomorrow after school until 4:30 p.m.
The first clinic for Barberton Winter Guard will be Tuesday, January 18th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the Barberton Band Room. Please bring water, an after-school snack, and athletic clothing and tennis shoes. Join us for dance, flag basics, and new friends.
For our final Spirit Week day tomorrow is wear your PJ pants. And I did not come with an ugly sweater today. I sadly did not have one.
The JV boys basketball team lost last night 43-31. Leading the way for the JV team were DJ Owens with 12 points and Angelo Harper with 10 points.
The varsity boys basketball lost a tough one last night to Highland. The boys led 19-12 at halftime, but unfortunately lost 39-31. Leading the way for the Magics were Ben Huth, who had 14 points with 4 threes, and Kenny Larry with 7 points and a great overall team defensive effort. The Magics traveled to Revere Friday night.
That's it for us. Have a great day, BHS.
Now, Mr. Marin.
Okay, so first off, I want to congratulate the show choir twice. Just go ahead. Show choir last night. There they are. They performed for the Board of Education last night. Okay. And they also performed this morning for Kiwanis and Rotary, as well as the band. The band also performed this morning for the Kiwanis. So once again, they always do a wonderful job. Both groups. We've got a very strong musical department, both choral and instrumental. So congratulations to both those groups. They did a wonderful job. As the Kiwanians and I don't know, is it Rotarians or Rotarians or
Can't tell you.
That's kind of interesting.
No idea what that is.
The members of the Rotary Club, I'll just cut it that way, they all were telling me how great the kids were. New Horizons is calling all artists. If you want to be part of that design for the new debit card, please submit your design by January 5th. You can be entered for a prize. I am going to say Spirit Week's been a little lackluster. Yeah.
That's the way to put it.
I think the staff has been a little bit better than the students, which is, I mean, there's students.
The
Yeah.
students staff.
Yeah, if we looked at proportions, staff members and
I'd give it to them.
Staff members.
We could show up tomorrow.
Yeah.
And make it come back.
Tomorrow's twas the night before Christmas. Wear your pajama pants and okay. Just a reminder that tomorrow does count. So if you are open enrolled and you don't show up, that time does count against you.
Just there's no point to skip tomorrow. If it's an easy day, just think about that you
just
don't have to
don't
worry about
come.
using this as a skip day. Just come to school. We're not doing anything.
Don't do anything to get yourself in trouble either. Simple, right? Okay, we have no sporting tonight we do. We have bowling versus Stowe, Monroe Falls at Kent Lanes. Man, they go all the way over to Kent Lanes for that? Wow, okay.
That's deep.
Swimming versus Revere at Akron General Wellness Center. So good luck to them. And we have girls basketball home against Highland. So good luck to all those sports. And we'll be on tomorrow to talk about the weekend. And I know there's a lot more over break. Just real quickly, those students that usually were going to the virtual tutoring put on by Mr. Philo, there will be none until we come back from winter break. So since we're all doing finals and everything, there's no virtual tutoring until we get back from break. I have two well, let's go over what's for lunch today.
Big lunch today. We got a grilled cheese with tomato basil spinach soup, seasoned fries, chilled peaches, and a whole grain cookie.
I can do.
Still not the soup guy though.
I can do the tomato. Yeah, the soup. Okay.
I'll take the grilled cheese. That's it.
That's always good. Back when I first started teaching, I was like 160 pounds, but because the kitchen staff, like when I taught, because there was Highland Middle School and UL Light, and I taught at Highland, and I was like the only like male in my area of the building, so I broke up all the fights there, and it happened to be like the kitchen. So the kitchen staff would always bring me like stacks of
they fed you nice.
Cheese.
Yeah, they got you nice.
Hey, because they knew I took care of them, so I'd get these stacks of toasted cheese sandwich, and hence I got the body I have now.
Was it worth it?
Yeah,
I bet it was worth it.
Yeah, it was.
Because
they had also get me like cinnamon rolls back before when they were allowed to do cinnamon rolls.
Why can't they now? Do you know? Health thing.
Yeah, government regulations.
Oh, whatever.
So I am going to talk. I don't have a Wellness Wednesday today, but I do want to talk about folks setbacks. A lot of times, it's interesting. I get all these things about setbacks and kids something. Hey, I didn't get the job. Okay, and I have my youngest is at home. She's struggling right now because she's trying to find a part-time job, but she's only going to be home for about a month, not even a complete month. So she's really upset. She's disappointed. And I'm like, look, honey, there's a reason for it. Maybe it's just not the timing. You'll find something at the right time. It can't, let's take a look at what your process may be. It may be how she's signing up saying, hey, maybe she's hitting something or she's doing something wrong, and when she's applying just an example, and I don't know this is the case, but everyone goes they want to work. Well, then they go, yeah, I want a job, and they're like, well, when can you work? Well, I want to work
once a week. It's availability.
For 2 hours. Why would anyone hire you for just one day a week for 2 hours? They're not going to do it. So it's a process of trying to figure out what you're doing wrong, and just kind of like this whole thing, people talk about Oprah Winfrey was fired at the age of 23 from whatever job she had when she was 23, 24 years old. She got fired. And someone goes, well, that guy must feel like an idiot for firing her. No, he fired her for a reason. Yeah. And she grew from that. You need
setbacks to get you
Absolutely. So it's that whole thing about falling forward. Example, I was a runner-up at 4 or 5 other places to be an assistant principal before I landed the job here at Barberton High School to be an assistant principal. Even my buddy, this is at Cloverleaf, he was assistant superintendent out there. He got me on to the interview. He called me up. He said a few inappropriate things to me. Basically, he's like telling me what's wrong with me. He goes, they loved you to be another teacher. They don't want to hire you as an assistant principal. And it come to figure out, so at first I was angry. I was not even a candidate twice here at Barberton City Schools. I was passed over twice here at Barberton. Very angry. I was upset. But I learned from it. I moved on, and I eventually got that assistant principal job. Folks, I'm the perfect example. I've told you all about how I failed, basically dropped out of college for 2 years. I was passed over twice here for a job as assistant principal. I can tell you Wadsworth, I think Talmadge, Cloverleaf, Copley. There was all different schools that I had applied to be an assistant principal that I never got. So be it. It's what maybe. Yes. The military, I was passed over for promotion multiple times. I was upset. Okay, well, you know what? My physical fitness at the time, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't always the most fit person. When I first joined the military, push-ups I was a struggle. I could run. I could do the run, not a problem. I could do the sit-ups, but push-ups really, really sucked. And then as I grew and became more mature and I really worked at it, and by the time I was getting out, my physical fitness, I was doing more push-ups, more sit-ups, and running faster than I was at 41 years old than I was doing at 21 years old. Because, yeah.
Just do it over time and you figure it out eventually.
Yeah, I figured it out and learned that, that's part of being in the military was, doing that. So
stay consistent.
Took care of it. So with that, we're going to go ahead. I got 2 magic messages. Carly Andrus for being a modeling leadership. Thanks for being organized, positive, encouraging to others from Ms. Weeks. And then Emma Members, thanks for thinking outside of the box and stepping up to be a leader to get the job done. So thank you.
Great job, guys.
From Mrs. Weeks. With that, we'll see you in the halls. And reminder, hey, let's not do anything stupid tomorrow. We'll see you in the halls, okay?